Listen, gang. I am real tired. But I just spent basically the entire day finishing lubing up these switches. And my desk space, all of this space here, like, I don't have a keyboard. I don't have a keyboard at this current juncture. So, I need to finish this one so that I can get my keyboard back on this desk. So, I am going to be finishing Clove's keyboard right now. No, oh, there it is. I was like, I don't know where I put the box of the switches, of the blue switches that I'm going to be collecting. But I found them. I found the box. I literally just hit myself in the eye with that. What the hell? That's so funny. Oh my god. I'm gonna, like, cry. Like, it didn't hurt. It's just like, what the hell? It just made my eye react. Oh, I should probably unplug this. My eye hurts now. My reaction time was not fast enough to prevent that from happening. So I'm texting Paulina. God, my eye is literally watering so much. Ow. Okay. I've never had that happen before. Like, been removing a switch and it flown into my eye. Never had that happen before. Ever. So we are going to be modding stabilizers and putting this plate in PCB into this case over here, and then modding some stabs, getting it sounding good. So the switches that I'm using are Gatoron Milky Blacks. God, this eye is so annoying. The switches that I'm going to be using are Gatoron Milky Blacks, but they look a lot like Oreos. Like, not Everglide Oreos, the switches, I just mean that they look like Oreos. Everglide Oreos is actually the original switch that I was going to use for this build, but it was a little bit too pricey for this budget build that we're doing. The thing is that I always see these, like, big keyboard creators, like, hyping up their fancy keyboards, and I'm sure that it's great to spend a lot of money on a big fancy keyboard, But as somebody who has ever been given, like, a small budget to work with, it is entirely doable to just build a keyboard with $100 budget. Like, it's so manageable, and I think that a lot of people look up to these big keyboard creators who say, oh, no, you need this and this to build a good computer, or a good keyboard. Or maybe they don't even say that, but it's, like, implied with the amount of high-quality things they're buying, that they... Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people are discouraged from getting into the hobby because they think it's going to be so much money when... Sure, it is expensive. I'm not going to deny that. But it is... And it's more money than a lot of people would ever be willing to spend on a keyboard. But it's not nearly as expensive as the world makes you think. Or as keyboard creators make you think. And maybe that's a cool direction that I could take this channel, and like what I'm doing here, is to like prove to you that you don't need a shit ton of money to build stuff, and to be creative, and to be in like this career even. My entire setup is built with budget things, and here I am, and I know I don't have the most amount of subscribers. All I have is like 300 something, but that's 300 something people that came to my channel and clicked that subscribe button. Like, that's incredible to me that I even have this many. And sure, I have 0 viewers on this stream right now, but I know 100% that this is going to be edited into a video. So maybe I don't have anybody on this stream right now, but like, I'm still here, and a majority of the time I do get at least one person on stream. And that's one person who has literally stopped their day to come over and look at what I am doing. I don't know. It's just, it's incredible. Screwdrivers. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna throw all of the screws that are back here into this as well, actually. There's some screws back here by my speaker, my little sound bar. Maybe after this stream I should test to make sure that my Switch can connect to OBS for the charity stream. I wonder if some of these screws are stripped. It would be sad, but I honestly wouldn't doubt it. This is going to be far too big. Is the other side smaller? The other side is smaller. Also, I think I have a better screwdriver in my stuff if this doesn't work. How hard do you have to press for that to do something? Do you think Corpse has copyright on his... on Agoraphobic? Because whenever he made that, he did technically say that he wasn't ever going to release it, like, actually. So do you think it's copyrighted, like, if I were to try and play it on stream? I just attacked my microphone. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I have to drop my Christmas merch today. Lol. I have all the designs ready. I just haven't dropped them. Screw is very tightly in there. This screw is completely stripped. Take it out little by little. There we go. This is completely stripped though, so that's not going back in there, that's for sure. This little USB 3 is a pain in the ass whenever you're trying to remove the plate and PCB from this. Oh, the screw just fell out. I was like, what fell? Well, now I have this wonderful case that I can build a keyboard in the future. And whenever somebody commissions a keyboard, I won't have to buy them a case. If they want a black case, that is. Plate mounted stabs. I think. Yep. I think the plate has to be detached before you can take off the middle one. the one good thing about platinum-mounted stabs is that you don't have to remove all of the switches and the plate to get the stabs off if they're screw-in. They may be rattly because they're just clip-in, but honestly, worth it for the ease of use. So this PCB might look interesting to you. That is in fact because this is a optical PCB. To anybody who knows keyboards, it might look interesting. Because I am actually using optical switches in this. It's not my preferred method, if I'm being honest. But I have built with optical switches before, and it hasn't been a problem. And in the long run, this isn't going to be like an end game keyboard anyways. Bam. A lot of different screwdrivers I had to use for this process. There's our PCB, which will look better with the whole white thing that we're going with. And then here are stabs, which is the next thing that we are doing. These have really gross pre-existing lube on them. You can't see very well, but it's like, it's really goopy. Like, let me, what? See that goop that's on there? And that is not what we want. So, we have to split this up. How is there lube in this bowl? I don't understand. Okay, whatever. There's about to be more lube in it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to throw, this is how I do stabilizers. I take the stabs, the wires out, and then throw the housings in here, and I'll separate those in a bit. And then I take this, and I always have a paper towel nearby, and I just... That's how I do the wires. Because in the end, that's lube on there already that we don't need to get fully rid of. And then I put that in there. And then, so the thing is that in the past, I do the holy mod on stabs. I don't think I'm going to be doing that today. I think I'm going to be Band-Aid modding them, but not holy modding them. So. We will be clipping them, though, if they need it. I haven't actually noticed yet whether they need it or not. I haven't looked. Okay, so now that I have them all taken apart like this, let me check if the feet need to be clipped. That's not one of the things that I needed. I think they do. Fairly certain that they do. So they don't have the really noticeable, like leg thing here. But what they do have is the legs are a little bit bent. Like bending outward. And I thought that was unintentional to begin with, but since they both have it and it seems like it's on all of them, I am going to have to clip them. Because that's just going to make it rattly. So, the clipping that I do, to clip the stabilizers, oh no. Shit. I'm literally so clumsy. What is wrong with me? I think that's it. Okay. So to clip the stabilizers, as I was saying, I use fucking hell. Go away. I take off the little legs that are sticking upward. I don't really know how to explain it. Look up an actual tutorial on how to clip stabs, because honestly cannot tell you. I just kind of do it and then it's done. Yesterday I was streaming and I had some viewers and I was having fun chatting with them, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna end stream now because I was feeling really tired, ready for bed even. And then I didn't, you know what happened? I didn't end stream even though I said I was going to, because I was having so much fun that I didn't want to end even though I was tired. And that's the way that it should be every day, you know? I should have fun doing what I'm doing here. All right. Now, it is stab lubing time. And then I will get the plate and PCB back and Band-Aid mod that. And yeah, fix that up. Where is my brush? I put away my lubing brush prematurely. I forgot I had to do stabs still. Actually, when it comes to lubing stabs, you gotta, like, lather them up. Or else they're really rattly, and you don't want that. Dude, I'm so bad at this. Doing this is so out of order. So first I lube the inside housings. Lube the sides. And the back. The front. Just kind of lube all over. Again, when it comes to lubing switches, less is more. When it comes to lubing stabs, more is more. You're not going to get over-lubed stabs the same way that you're going to get over-lubed switches. Okay, now is stabilizer time. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Spreading around all the gunky lube that they have in there, making it more evenly spread out. Because technically the gunky stuff that they have is actually really good. Because it's thicker lube, which allows for a more, like, thick coating than what I have. But the problem is that they don't do it right. They don't lube their shit right. And they just stick, basically, some lube in there, and they don't spread it out. They don't, like, hand paint the lube through it, which honestly is a lot to ask for a keyboard that's, like, $50. Especially one that already has clicky switches. Like, I bought the blue version of this keyboard, and, like, they were really just, like, make the stabilizers as rattly as you can. This kid wants noise. Honestly, I do not blame them. spacebar. How long have I been working on this keyboard? I get sucked into projects like these. I think I've been working on this for at least 4 hours, if not more. So excited to finally have it done, though. Like, I cannot even articulate how excited I am for that part. Not only because it will be off my desk, but also because I want to type on it. I want to hear what it sounds like. After all of the hours of hard work and dedication I've put into this fucking keyboard. Fingers are very lubey. After switches, they're like moderately lubey. After stabs, lube everywhere. Hey, Wild. I'm being fairly quiet while building a keyboard. Because it's late and I'm not in the mood to talk, really. Well, I mean, I'm not in the mood to talk. I'm just incredibly tired, but I just want to get this done. This is a board that has spent me a good few months to make. So I want it to be done. I want it out of my house. I never want to see it again. Forgot, I need to still do this side. My hands are all greasy from this stuff that I'm putting on these wires. Okay, yeah. Thanks for the support, man. Maybe I should do stabs off stream. Next time I build a board. Maybe stabs off stream is a good idea. Lubing process is very slow. I wonder if I built a keyboard entirely on stream one of these days, how that would go down. Because it sounds at the same time like great content and awful content. But also like fun and the worst thing that I've ever done. Very strange. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, when I say building it entirely on stream, I mean like lubing switches and stuff on stream. Which is something that I've never done before and generally takes me about 4 hours to do. So I would be on stream for a good long while if I did that. But, like, you could title it something cool, like... Actually, I don't know what I would title it. I was watching a Ludwig stream the other day where he tried to peel a raw egg on stream. And I kind of want to do it. And I know it would be, like, the worst decision of my entire life just because of how long it would take. I don't know if I could stream for that long. And also, me sitting here streaming in silence... You know, that wouldn't work really as well for me as it would for Ludwig. Because Ludwig's viewers are there to see him. And a lot of my viewers are here, they don't know me, and they're looking for content. And I don't think me staring at an egg while I try to peel it raw is content enough. Though I'm not fully sure that what I'm doing right now is content enough, if I'm honest. There. Now I think I'm done with the lube. I'll leave the brush out just in case. But that should be that. So now it's time to Band-Aid. Which, what I do when I Band-Aid mod it, when I Band-Aid mod it, is I use this like athletic climbers tape, I guess, or it's athletic tape. It's not very sticky. Did I get a bad section of it? It might adhere better to like people and shit. I think that's the case. But this is what I use. It's very similar to Band-Aids, which is the main reason that I use it, because I know a lot of other people just use Band-Aids. So I cut these teensy-weensy little strips. And then I cut like a tiny little section out of it. Like this big. And then I take that section and I put it right where, on the plate, where the stab is going to be. Just to like cushion it so that it won't rattle around as much. Honestly, if I had truly given up on Clove's build the way that I have complained about it and said that I have, I would not be sitting here trying to meticulously Band-Aid mod it and make it perfect. Because the one thing that I never lose is my goddamn integrity. If people are getting a custom keyboard from me, they're getting a custom keyboard that's good, goddammit. Even if it's a friend that isn't a keyboard enthusiast and won't be able to tell the difference, they're still going to get a good board. There. And then I'm going to go into this and place bits of larger pieces of this tape onto where I could have put screw-in stabs on this. Fuck it, it's too late. I've already... Also, I don't want screw-in stabs. I prefer these stabs, so I don't know why I even said that. Screw-in stabs have less of a rattle, but if you mod stabs properly, they're relatively similar. And also, screw and stabs are a lot more annoying in the long run. Because you gotta, like, take everything apart if you need to remod a stab. Okay. Okay. That's the Band-Aid mod, gamers. Now. These all clip in the same way? Okay. Now we check how good they sound. What the hell? What was that? This is the one that hit me in the eye last time. Okay. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't understand. What is happening? They're some of the most rattly stabilizers I've ever felt in my entire life. I can't have poured them all out. That's just the obvious answer. Like, I must have dropped some somewhere. But I'm way less sad. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Literally, the amount of chaos. This was the wrong thing. I think it's time for me to stop. I've been going for an hour, but I've been going for at least 4 before this, and I'm just now finding out that these aren't genuine cherry screw-in stabs. These are just screw-in stabs from some random-ass company. And I have to clip these, holy mod these, lube them, and then assemble the board. And that's just... with the current mental state I'm in, that's not happening. Ow. In case you didn't know, there's a punching bag in my room. I just hit my entire body on it. Where the fuck? I'm gonna cry. It's not even a joke. I know you might imagine that it's a joke. It isn't, trust me. The slow descent into madness that this keyboard is giving me is unfortunate. There's so many, like, better things that I could be doing with my time, but instead I choose to build keyboards. Who knows why it is, but I think it's in the hopes that it could maybe, in some universe, pay off. I'd be able to do it as a career, but let's face it. The answer for that is probably a big ol' no. What are the O-rings for? honestly, fuck all of this. We're about to go plateless on this board. Oh, never mind. Optical switches don't have any support. We can't go plateless. It's unfortunate. The rattle is... still present, but significantly less with the screw-ins. So we're gonna go with the screw-ins, mod those, and try and get the aluminum plate off of the other PCB. But I'm not doing that on stream because fuck that, because I'm so tired. So fuck this keyboard. Thank you everybody for watching. Be excited for when this turns into a video that is going to completely emotionally drain me. Bye-bye.